Today I'm going to be showing you how to add a menu in WordPress. So this is my website, and as you can see here at the top, I don't have a menu yet. Menu for your website is super important because it lets visitors navigate your website and it just helps them to find what they're looking for, and then they stay on your website longer. I'm going to be adding homepage, about page, and a contact page in my menu. And you can add any pages that you'd like, but those are the ones that I'm going to add. So the first thing you have to do when you add your menu is you have to make sure that the pages that you want to show up on your menu are already added on the back end of your website. So if we go back here and we click on our website and we go down to pages, then we can see all of the pages that we currently have. So these are the pages I'm going to be adding on my menu, and I already have them in my website, so I'm good. If you don't have the pages you want, you'll want to click here and add them on. So I'm going to go back over here to the front end of my website, and then we're going to go to customize, and this is going to bring up the editor so that we can add the menu and edit it and make it look exactly how we want it to look. It takes a few seconds to load, and then once it loads, it shows a preview of what our website currently looks like. And then as we're making the changes, it will let us see in real time what the changes look like so we can make it look just perfect. So to add the menu, you're just going to come down here and click on menus and choose create new menu. For your menu name, it doesn't matter what you use for your menu name because no one's going to see this except for you. So I'm just going to choose main menu for my name. And here you have the option to have it show up in the top bar, which means that it would show up right above your, way up here above your title. Or you could show in the main, which is where I'm going to have mine, which is going to be over here. If you want, you could choose the footer, which your menu would show up down here in the footer. Or you could choose a mobile menu option, which would be like a drop-down menu. So I'm just going to choose main, and then we're going to go down here and choose next. Okay, so it's created our menu, and now we need to add our pages onto the menu. So we're going to go here to add items, and it's going to bring up this little pop-up here, and this is where we can choose our pages. So we have two home pages. One is the one that I've created, and one is one that WordPress just creates like a default homepage. I'm not going to worry about this one. So I'm going to go ahead and add my contact page, my about page, and my home page. And then if we just click back over here on our website, that pop-up will go back down. And we can see that now we have our contact, about, and home showing in our menu. And I want mine to be in the order of home, about, and then contact. So what we can do is we can go back over here to our editor, and if we just click on home, we can hold it down and drag it, and it rearranges it. And I'm going to also move my about page, and so now you can see it's changed to home, about, and contact. And some websites have like drop-down menus where you can like come over here and hover over and the menu drops down, and you can also create that style of menu if you would like. The way that you do that is you just create like a sub navigation. So you'd come over here and you would click on it and hold it down and drag it in, and you can see it kind of just nests underneath that other one. And now you can see over here that the home now has a drop down and about is in the drop down menu. I don't want any drop-down menus on mine, so I'm just going to move it back over. And another cool thing about the menu editor is that you can preview over here to see what your website will look like on a computer versus like a tablet or mobile. So here, this computer screen, this shows us what our menu and our website will look like on if someone's viewing it from a computer. But we could also go over here and click on the phone, and this would show what it would look like on someone's mobile phone, like a mobile version. So we could see our menu here if we click on it. So that's what our menu will look like if someone's visiting our website from a mobile phone. I'm just going to keep mine on the computer screen there. And then now we have our menu created. So we're going to want to publish it to save the changes. If you don't hit publish, all your changes will be lost. So make sure you don't skip that step. And then what we can do now is we can go in, we can edit how our menu looks, we can change colors and all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to click back again, and we're going to go down here to header. And then we're going to choose menu. And then this gives us all the different effects and colors that we can change on our menu. So here we can change the position. So if we want it to be on the left, it would be all the way over here next to our title, or center, or right. I like mine on the right, so I'm just going to keep that the same. And we can choose an effect. So like, say if we wanted to choose brackets, then it would be when we hovered over, we would have brackets that showed up. If we wanted to do underline, overline, then it would change it to where it was an underline, overline style. And I don't need an effect on mine. I like it just kind of how it is. And under left, right padding, you can play around with this. If you move it up, it's going to make your words be farther apart. And if you move it down, it's going to make your words get super, super close together. And I'm just going to keep mine the same, the default, because I'm good with how it is. And here, these are the link color and the link hover color. So on the link color right now, it's like this bluish purple color. And that is the color that shows up over here where it says home, about, and contact. And you can go in and change that. So you just click on there, and then it brings up like a little color editor. And if you grab this little circle area, you can move it around, and you can choose literally like any color that you can imagine until you find a color that you like. And this here, these numbers and letters, this is called a hex code. And it's just a code that there's a code that represents each color you can imagine. So if you have the hex code that you want for your color of your website, you can use that and you can just enter it in, or you can just manually pick a color. I have like a pretty hex code in mine. It's a pretty blue color. So I'm just going to enter that in. And then push enter, and it changes to the blue color. And then once it's the color you like, you just click select color. Okay, so it's been changed. And then this here is our hover color. So when we go and hover over our menu items, you can see it changes to that bluish color. So we can also change that. Same thing, you can go in and pick a color, or you can enter a specific hex code, which I'm going to do. I have like a bluish green tropical color I want mine to be. Okay, so then I'm just going to choose select color. And now if we go over here, it's that pretty blue color. Okay, and then this here under current menu item, if you want, you can change this. This would just show like if you were on the home page, then it would show like this dark gray color for the home page. Or if you're on the about page, it would show dark gray in the about. Let me show you. So I'll change mine to let's choose like I don't want it to be too dark, like that. I'm going to choose that. So I'm going to select that. And then now if we go to the home page, so now we're on the home page, so you can see that the current menu item is that gray color. So you can see the home is that gray. Or if we were to go to the about, then now the about is that gray because we're on the about page. And then for the link background, you can go in and change that if you would like. If you click that down, I'm not going to change mine, but I'll change it just to show you an example. So if I did green, then you can see the behind the menu items is green. So I'm going to clear that out. And same thing, if you wanted to change the background to where when you hovered over, it was a different color, then you could choose a color that you like for the hover. And I'm not going to change that on mine, so I'm just going to leave it. And the same for the current menu item. Basically, it would be whichever page you were on, the whole background would be changed to that color. And then drop down styling. This is just if you want to, if you had a drop down menu on your page, you could go in and change all the colors and how it showed up. But I don't have that, so I'm not going to worry about it. And for the search icon, you can choose to have a search bar on the top menu if you would like, right here. But I don't need a search bar because I already have one here on the sidebar, so I'm going to keep this disabled. And then drop down categories post. If you wanted to add categories into a drop down on your menu, this is where you would go and edit it and change all the colors. Okay, so I'm liking how my menu is looking. I actually really like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit publish to save my changes. Okay, so you can see here is our menu that we created. I hope that helps you guys with making a menu on your WordPress website, and feel free to let me know if you have questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.